Hello, welcome to Sunfire Designs. Today I am going to be making a yin yang flower in a deep mold. The last one I did in my ice chip mold and it came out so beautiful. So I'm going to try it again and see if I can repeat the results, this time in my bubble mold. I mixed up 200 mils of Art Pro resin, and let me show you what I've got here. I'll give you the recipe. So this is 35 mils of clear resin. Okay, I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna put that on the bottom right now, get it out of the way. So 35 mils of clear resin on the bottom. Okie doke. And then we just want to kind of move that around and make sure the bottom is completely covered in some way. Okay. Let's see something right here. What is that? Just part of the mold. Okay. Just checking. Don't want to have anything in there. All right. So I have 40 mils of white, and I used 2 very tiny drops of Let's Resin Ocean White. And for the black, I have 40 mils of Liquitex Carbon Black, and I used 5 drops. And then finally for my push, it's the rest of the resin. Remember I made 200 mils, the rest of the resin, and I put 4 drops of sap green in it, and it is not dark at all. It's pretty, very, very, very transparent. I'll just mix that again. All right, so I'm gonna start off with my black. I let my resin sit for 10 to 15 minutes before using it because I wanted to make sure it wasn't cold. It's not hot, but when you touch the outside of the cup, it's just not cold. That's kind of been my test. That way I don't have to worry about it's a certain degrees, you know, certain temperature, etc., etc. This is just much easier. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put little puddles of black resin around the outside edge. Like this. And I want to use most of the black resin. So probably 30 mils of the 40. And if it doesn't seem like I've used that much, I'll go back and just fill these out a little bit. Like this. I've been working hard trying to come up with new recipes. To me, a lot of the flowers end up looking very similar, but the techniques are different, and I think that's what makes it fun. Trying new techniques and also making them my own so I can share the recipes with you, because I think everybody should have access to this kind of stuff if they want. All right, so now I'm going to put puddles of white inside the puddles of black, and I'm going to do the same thing. I want to try to use most of the white going around the outside edge. I'm going to start kind of medium-sized puddles, and then I'll go back and add to them if I need to. Definitely going to want to go back around again. Hopefully the video of the last one I did with the ice chip mold is up already. I'm going to try to do them in order. I record everything ahead of time, and then I set it up on YouTube to release it at a certain time, like on a certain date. And I usually have one coming out every other week. All right, so now I'm going to go around, and in between these dots, I'm going to do another white spot. And I just aim for going right in between, and it'll push those apart. For the most part. And I call this yin and yang because it's got the black and the white as the main colors. You might be able to do other colors. I have not tried that yet. If you do try it, please tag me in it. I'd love to see how you guys do. I might get to it eventually, but if somebody does it before I do, please, please, please tag me and let me know. All the ones I've done have been the black and white, and they've worked out really, really well. Whatever color I do as my push, it just comes out a lot darker because of the black. The white makes the petals, and then the black makes everything darker. Just gonna pour a little bit more in a few of these. Okay, that's it. All right, now I'm going to take what's left of my black, and I'm going to do the same on top of those little white dots. I'm just kind of doing everything opposite of what I did for the first row. I like this because you can just pour everything out of a cup. I do like, you know, like my Victory and the Majesty where you use a piping bag, but to me, this is just more relaxing. I don't have to stress about it as much. It just kind of does its own thing, being poured in little puddles. There we go. Let me do this one more time. Almost done. I have some newer stones that I'm going to use. They're not black. They're kind of like, they look almost like an oil slick. Very unusual. Let me show you. In here, I don't know if you can see. I don't want to dump them in my hand because then they'll get everywhere. But they're kind of like, they've got a bunch of different colors. They mostly look like blues and greens, but there's like little hints of pink and purple on some of them. Okay, I'm going to do my push now. I'm just going to pour it slowly into the middle. And it's going to push everything out. And this mold will take all 200 mils of the resin. Probably would take 230 or so mils actually. It's a large mold, but I usually just do 200 mils for, you know, just to make things easy. And plus it works just as well. All right, so now that I've got that, I'm going to pour these stones in the center, and then I'll put on a time lapse. I'm going to try to let it move in by itself some before I torch it. That little piece got loose. I don't know why. So I'll let it try to move in by itself a little bit, and then I will torch it. But you'll see that in the little time lapse. Okay, so here's a time lapse. I will see you tomorrow when it's time to unmold. Talk to you soon. Okay, let's see what we've got. I see some big puffy petals in the middle. I'm so excited. And the green turned really dark from that black. All right, here we go. Oh, that is so crazy to me how it does this. So crazy. Oh my gosh. This one really shows how you have the white, the dark, the white, the dark going around. It's more obvious in some places than others. Oh, and on the sides, look, they look like marbles. Dark then light, then dark then light. This is like the perfect combination of the technique between the deep mold and the shallow mold. Beautiful. And that center goes perfectly. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for being here and have a wonderful day. Bye.